Black Torres, and this is my video discussion post number 1. We all know the old adage, survival of the fittest, but what does this mean in evolutionary terms? Many will assume this means that only the big and the strong survive. However, as we see in this cartoon, fitness can actually be demonstrated in many different ways, such as being a sneaky cricket. The fitness of a species simply refers to their resourcefulness and their ability to survive. All a species needs to be fit is a propensity to contribute offspring to future generations. This can refer to individuals or a specific genotype or trait. Both the sneaky and the strong can survive and reproduce in the cricket world, so both crickets are fit and will contribute these traits to the next generation. This has an effect on the frequency of traits based on their adaptive advantage. The traits that allow a species to survive will become more prevalent over time. Both the strong mating call and being sneaky are traits that will increase the fitness of crickets, so both will be passed on to future generations. Though the strongest singing male can attract many females with his song, a loud mating call is both good and bad for crickets. With a strong song, the cricket increases his chances of reproducing and thus passing on his genotypes, but it also allows predators to find him more easily. Other crickets are able to exploit the singing cricket's positive trait, as we see in this cartoon. One cricket waits quietly while the strong cricket calls out to the females. But before the female can find the singing cricket, the sneaky cricket intercepts the female, preventing the strong male from reproducing. The cricket's call in this case won't be passed on. However, the cricket's song is the only means of attracting females, so if none of the males called, reproduction would fall for the entire species. Calling is needed for the survival of the species, but it is not the only means of survival. The story gives us several examples in which a cricket is either prevented from mating or eliminated entirely, and thus unable to contribute his cricket genes. The first is when the sneaky cricket intercepts the female and tricks her, claiming the song is his own, and prevents the strong cricket from reproducing. I've been there. The second is when a predator hears the cricket's call, and as a result of the stronger, louder song, the bat is able to find the cricket more easily, and he swoops down and eats the cricket. Delicious. The final situation is at the very end when the man accidentally steps on the cricket, and all we hear is a crunch, and they don't show us what happened, but I'm guessing that cricket did not survive to reproduce. There are many factors that play into the equation of fitness. Ultimately, the pattern of natural selection with the cricket population is stabilizing. Both extremes are deterred from changing the species entirely. The stronger the song, the easier it is for predators to find the crickets. But, as I said before, if all the crickets inherited that sneaky gene and stopped singing, the females would be unable to find the males and the species would decline. The singing cricket is able to reproduce because he can attract females when the sneaky guy isn't around and there are no predators, and the sneaky guy can get the females through his wit and subversion, but not without that loud cricket song. This averages the population to include both sneaky crickets and singing crickets, with neither trait dominating over the other. Finally, the environment affects the cricket population. Unlike me, and maybe most of you, the crickets seem to really love the heat. Their chirps will increase in frequency and intensity as the temperature rises. That is my video discussion post number 1. Thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I certainly did. And stay tuned for more.